what do I do once I've made that basic frame and I'm holding my position? First, I don't want to wait a long time before I start to try to make some attacks or something happen to where I can either score on my opponent or get out of that position. Because again, all things being equal, if I'm hanging around in that position, my opponent's likely to win. What I want to do, or at least one option is bumping into your opponent, and when you get a response back, dragging through. So Colby has me in the head number. I get my frame here. I try still to get my arm or my shoulder on top of his shoulder. I keep this position as best I can. I'm very mindful of knee tap in this position, but I'm going to try to push into him here, and when he pushes back, I'm going to give way, and by giving way, I'm going to try to get a little bit of space to drag through. I want to push in. When I feel that push back, and when I say push, it's actually a bump is a little bit more efficient, a little bump. When I feel that position back or that resistance back, I'm going to drag through. You'll notice I'm going to, from here, I'm going to change my knee position here, bring this around. I'm grabbing up high on his tricep as I bump, and my knee comes down here and comes up here, and my other hand goes around his waist. Doing it slowly. I'm in this position here. I'm going to push in. Now from here, I feel that position back. I'm going to reach up high here, and immediately I'm going to thrust my hips to this position here. Always be careful of a roll. If I get too deep, no good for me. So be aware of that position by keeping your elbow close to your body when it drapes over your opponent's waist. In this position, again, first what I'm going to try to do is keep my elbows back, and if I can, try to keep my weight on top of the shoulder. Colby can tell you here, actually, I can get a fair amount of pressure on the shoulder right here. Whereas, if his shoulder's on top of mine, he's the one that's getting the pressure. Naturally, right as he gets that grip, before he really gets it solidly, that's the time where I really want to put forth effort to try to get my shoulder on top, as opposed to trying with brute force to change a really good hold he has on me after the fact. But first, I'm always trying to get that shoulder up top. That makes pretty much everything I do a heck of a lot easier. So I'm really concentrating on trying to get my shoulder up top. It makes the drag a lot easier too, because if his arm is down on top of my shoulder, it's much more difficult for me to drag out here. I can't get out right now. I'm going to get knee tapped right here because I'm getting jammed up. So I'm always trying to get my shoulder on top when I can. That's pretty crucial in this whole series of things to do defensively from the head and arm. Once more. Colby pushes into me. I get this position. I'm going to try to push in. I get my shoulder on top. I'm going to pop in. I feel it back. And then I come around to this position here. Push. Get the reaction back. Drag. As I drag, he's coming along this line. If he's in front of me, he's coming along this line. And I'm getting out of the way and coming back as I drag. So if this is a line here, or I'm this side of this line here, and his body is on this line, and he's going to penetrate this line here, as I drag him past, my body comes in the opposite direction but slightly to the side.